To the obvious, Mr. Lamb tonight.
He was good, huh? You know what else? He was good defensively. We started the game, and they were getting looks because they were back screening the defense, and the man who was guarding that screener wouldn't leave his man to help. So they were open, and they didn't make them, but they were open under there. And so then Duran just shut it down. He just left his man, stayed under the basket until the man could go back and get his man, and then he found his own. He played great. Was in control, couple assists. Big time game. I mean, didn't miss any shots. I mean, missed 1 3. I told him at halftime, I said, guys, if we shot 50% from the three-point line, this would be like an 8-point game. You do understand. That's, you're 7 out of 14 instead of 10 out of 14, which is ridiculous. All of a sudden, it's a 10, 9-point game. So, but he played well. Happy for Eloy. Maybe he sees some light now how he's got to play. He finally performed. And believe me, confidence is demonstrated performance. It's not what I say, what I want him to do. It's you got to demonstrate it to yourself and your teammates on that court. And he did it today. I thought DeAndre was ridiculous. He was so good. And we were going at him, just so you know, because I wanted him to score some points because he defended. He didn't rebound like we wanted to because he didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, but he dove on the floor. He's tipping balls. He's throwing 9 assists. And so we went at him to get him to score, get him some points because he deserved it. I thought Brandon did a fairly good job of running the team. There were a couple, again, he broke down on a couple plays, but he scored when he had to. There was only 1 or 2 plays where he broke down. And again, I'm expecting him to play flawless, which probably isn't fair to him. But, we need him to really play well. And we did it all, and Terrence didn't play particularly well. So.
What does that say to you, John, to win like this, and you seem fairly happy with it, when Terrence is not a big part of it?
It's good. It's good. I mean, and then letting them understand that, I'm going to start these other guys. They're playing better than you. You come off the bench and now start performing. And it puts things in a different light. It's hard coming off the bench. It's a little different game. Now, Duran's got it mastered. He's loving it. No pressure on him. When I come in, I'm lighting this thing up. He's like, let me just keep coming off the bench. I like this. He doesn't feel the pressure of it. Other guys want to try to do too much. What I told Terrence, be the leading rebounder. Try to be the leading rebounder in the country, not just the SEC. And so he went out and took 5 shots and got no rebounds at the start of the set. That's what I was mentioning to him. So obviously you're not listening to what I'm saying to you. And so, I addressed it again with the team after. If everyone else is scoring, then just do something else. Defend and rebound. We're not quite there yet now, folks. We're not quite there with our team. But you know what? We've got a young team. I've got 3 really good freshmen. 3 really, really good freshmen. And if there's maybe a handful out there with these guys, maybe a handful. But I've got 3 really good freshmen.
John, what did they tell you was the extent of Brandon's injury? I mean, obviously he came back. And what were your thoughts when he went down clutching his knee?
All I did was I said, was it knee to knee or did you twist it? He said knee to knee. I said, you're fine. And then I went back to the huddle. As long as there wasn't a twist or anything like that, I knew they hit knees, but it wasn't, the thought wasn't a pleasant one when I was leaning over him to ask him. But after he told me, I was fine. Bang, let's go. Get him to the back, get him ready. He's a good kid. He is. It's really neat, this team. We get the term grades back, and a couple of you have already requested them, so we've kind of, but it's over a 2.8 and could be as high as a 2.9 because we're waiting. And I'm not sure we'll write that comparative story to other programs and those things. But these guys have really performed in the class. Why are you all laughing? Performed in the classroom. They're trying to do everything they're supposed to do, and they're a pleasure to be around. Now, I'm on them because I want them to play like they're sophomores and juniors. But they're performing on all fronts.
John, could you talk about the play at Winthrop University tonight?
Yeah, you know what? This was a scary game, and one of their best players was out. I don't know if their coach told you, Randy, if he said to you. But I watched their Wake Forest game, and I said to him prior to the game, I said, Randy, you guys smacked them. He said, we killed them. And then I saw their game with Jacksonville, who beat Florida. They beat them. They were up 18 on those guys. The Dayton game, on the road, they had a chance to beat Dayton. There was another game I watched. And again, it's one of those teams that's going on the road, getting payday. You know, it's hard. It's hard, but he has a good team. Number 5, Corbin, who hadn't played, Matt Morgan, who hadn't played like that. Just absolutely, we had no answers for him. We had no answers for him. He squared up, and we couldn't get a hand in his face, and he was going crazy. But